Moving into flows, we can start to configure the flow and the workflows within the CxEngage tenants. Once the CxEngage flow is created, multiple versions can be created for that flow. At any point, if a change has been made, you can very quickly revert back to a previous version. You can also view a flow just to see the design of the flow. You can actually edit the flow as well as copy the flow. So if there's a certain type of workflow that works well in one type of the business, it can be copied and reused somewhere else. In this case, we'll go ahead and create a new version. In this flow design, you'll actually see two different workflows. Along the top, we're going to see the customer journey, and then down below is actually the agent experience. Initially, the call comes into the next generation carrier. The first thing that CxEngage will do the command and control as to the media to play. So thanks for calling. Please press 1 for this, 2 for that. We could also define the number of digits to listen to. So maybe it's press 1 for sales, 2 for support, or maybe it could be please enter your 10-digit customer number. We can also define the different variables as far as the end on, so maybe none, or we could do star or pound. Once the digits are collected, we can then make a routing decision. In this case, if they press 1, we're going to route it over to the sales queue. This is where we can define the music on hold we want to have played. Maybe thanks for calling, please stay on the line, someone will be with you shortly. We can also define which queue we're going to send it to. We can also define if we want to enable callback, and we can define the interval of when to enable that callback. So at the 10-second interval, a prompt's going to come on asking if they'd like to be called back by the next available agent. If they select 1, the system will verify the number they called on, as well as giving them the option to leave an alternate number to be called back. If they continue to hold, we'll continue to play the music on hold to the next available agent. If they were to press 2, we could actually do some additional routing instruction. We could actually have them collect digits again, maybe to enter their customer number or case number. Based on the result of that, we can do some things such as data exchange. This is where I may go off to a third-party application and actually do some routing or decision making. On the support side of the flow, we may actually want to collect a customer number or case number. We can do some intelligent routing based on our data exchange, where we may go off to some third-party application like Salesforce or Zendesk, or just a generic application to get some additional routing information. We then will take that interaction and pass it in the queue. Once again, we have the option to offer callback at the set interval time, which is listed here. Once we go off and find the right customer, this is when the agent subflow kicks off. We're going to go find the right agent, once again, based on the skill fit, the group routing, or even individual routing, whatever we've determined in our queue escalation. Once we find the right agent, this is when we're going to offer the work to the Skylight interface. Once the work is accepted, we're going to conference the customer in with the agent. So this is actually the mesh flow between these two different workflows, is the conferencing of the customer and the agent. At the same time, we're going to do two things. Not only are we going to conference them together, but we're also going to open up or pop up our agent script. So this is where we're going to be able to see our drop-down boxes or any configurable notes that we want the agent or user to actually ask or respond to in the scripting fields. Once again, multiple scripting pages can be used in sequence. We can also continue on. The customer hangs up, we actually send the agent to free resource. This allows the agent to go to wrap-up time, maybe add in any post-call work notes, or finish up their business before they take the next interaction. On the customer side, we're listening for the agent to hang up, and the reason is we're going to send them to a post-call survey. So on a score of 1 to 10, how would you rate your interaction? Now, based on the result, I could actually maybe send them an SMS automatically, thanking them for calling XYZ Corp. Maybe also provide them with a promotional discount code in the future. We can also do some intelligent routing based on the customer satisfaction score. So if they gave me a 6 or higher, maybe I send them the promotional code. Now, what I could also do is actually queue up the interaction to maybe speak with a supervisor if they gave me a 5 or lower. So we can start to truly blend the multi-channel using voice interactions blended with SMS, but also making smart routing decisions based on flow element decision making. We're going to play a thank you for your continued loyalty greeting, and then we're going to disconnect and move them on to the disconnect and hang up the call. The Flow Designer is used to actually manage or configure multiple types of workflows. In this case, we're actually looking at an SMS message. As you note, it uses the same type of flow elements to create the same type of workflow. So once again, along the top, we have the customer journey with SMS. We're then going to find the right agent based on our queuing sequence. We're then going to offer the work. We're going to conference the customer in via SMS with the agent. And once again, we're going to listen for free resource. So all the same flow elements, regardless of the channel type, are used to configure the different workflows across all the 5 currently supported channels, with more channels to come in the future.